1944. A single sheet of paper lands on a desk inside Britain's Special Operations Executive. The message is simple. Adolf Hitler. Assassination. Feasible. Paperwork like that doesn't cross this desk often. But this one was different. They had a sniper lined up, an infiltration route locked in. Even Churchill gave it his blessing. At first. But the operation never happened. Who stopped it, and why? This is the true story of the plan to kill Hitler. Operation Foxley. The Allies had landed at Normandy. The war was grinding toward its end. Britain's SOE set one simple objective. Take out one man, and the war ends sooner. Easy to say. The target was the most heavily guarded man alive. Adolf Hitler. So, how do you even get close? First option. SOE already had a specialty. Blowing up trains. They derailed more Nazi supply trains across occupied Europe than anyone could count. Hitler's personal train, the America. Take that out, and it's over. That was the thinking. But once they actually mapped it out, there was a problem. Hitler's schedule. Who knew it? Nobody. Stations weren't even told he was coming until minutes before he arrived. No way to know where to plant the charge, or when. No intel, no operation. The plan died before it ever left the drawing board. So what's left? Poison. If the train's off the table, go after the water instead. Slip something into what he drinks. But this one had a snag too. It needed someone on the inside, access to the train itself. Could they find that person? No, not a chance. Someone willing to risk their neck poisoning Hitler's water supply. People like that don't line up. This plan went quietly back into the drawer too. 2 failures. But summer 1944, a piece of intel comes in out of Normandy. A German POW. Turns out he used to be one of Hitler's personal bodyguards. A source like that doesn't turn up twice. Pure luck. And he talked. Every morning around 10, Hitler takes a walk alone near the Berghof. No guards, just him. No guards. In this line of work, that's about as good as intel gets. SOE moves fast. A German spick and pole, a British sniper. Parachute the 2 of them in, dress them as German soldiers, hide them in the woods along the walking path. When Hitler appears, take the shot from inside 300 meters. They had their sniper. The briefing was done. The parachutes were already packed. Lock in a date, and they jumped that night. Churchill backed it. In the beginning, anyway. All that was left was one signature, out of London. That was it. That signature never came. While the paperwork worked its way up the chain, opposition started building inside SOE. That's how it always goes. The bullet's ready long before the paperwork is. The loudest objection came from Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Thornley, deputy head of SOE's German directorate. His reasoning still lands like a punch, even now. Kill Hitler, and the German people will believe they lost the war because of one man's mistakes. That leaves the door open for them to want another leader just like him. We watched that exact thing happen after the last war. But there was one more thing that sealed it. A conclusion Allied intelligence had already agreed on. Hitler is a terrible strategist. Leaving him in place works in our favor. Kill him and a more capable successor steps in. The war could drag on even longer. So, what did SOE decide? Cancel it. A plan this close to complete. Scrapped right before it launched. A few days later, Hitler left the Berghof. He never went back. A sniper on standby. A route locked in. One signature from Churchill away from launch. Cancelled. Because keeping him alive was more useful. Fact or fiction? If you were the one holding that approval, would you have signed it? Or would you have pulled back, like Thornley did? Drop your answer in the comments. Next time, we dig into exactly how reckless an organization SOE really was to even put a plan like this on the table. Fact or fiction?